Hello and welcome to CLMB's Cracked Knuckle Productions. My name is Chris, and this is Project Weyard. What are we waiting for? Adventures await, so pick up your walking stick, lace up your boots, and don't forget your map. Let's explore some mountains.
I want to see mountains again. Mountains, Gandalf.
In the game, these places are impassable or inaccessible, meaning you can't simply walk over them, and unlike the rivers, you can't fly over them either. So, how does this impact your gameplay? Well, by my rough approximation, which I'll explain soon, these impassable mountains cover nearly 22% of Weyard's landmass, and that's taking into account this map's portrayal of the empty northern reaches, where Prox and the Mars Lighthouse are found. Also take note that Tundaria in the south lacks mountains near the edge of the world. As you can see, I've taken some liberty to depict the northern reaches, but in doing so, I've only added mountainless lands. I may add something here later, but that's still to be determined. However, if we are only to include the landmasses found in the game, then roughly 25% of the landmass is actually mountainous, or in other words, inaccessible. For some real-world perspective, when Googling what percent of the world is mountainous, I found a result saying that roughly 25% of the Earth is mountainous. Nice job, Camelot. Japan, where I am living now, is about 70% mountainous. So, this begs the question, how did I get these numbers? As you can see from my screenshots, to figure all this out, I used a new feature included with my choice of design software, Affinity Designer 2, that allows me to measure the area and even the length of a given shape. As for the units being used, square kilometers or square miles, that's not important just yet, and I hope to address this in a later installment of my Explorers of Weyard series. Again, I'm just trying to figure out what percentage of Weyard's landmass is mountainous. And because I have a layer containing only the land and a layer with all the mountains, I can figure these things out without too much difficulty. So, doing some basic math, I took the area of the mountains and divided it by the area of the landmass, and that's how I got these numbers. And because Weyard is flat, I'm not having to worry about the longitude and latitude, and that's beautiful. World building is fascinating. Okay, now back to the work in progress. To those of you who have been following my work on Reddit, I shared with you how I'm going to be sorting through all these topographical layers, and I hope that my footage for this will be in my next video. Anyway, what you are seeing here is the first of 6 layers that will make up the mountains. I have an additional 7 layers below this that will represent lower elevations, and I will be trying my best to make sense of how I can best implement them. In my opinion, this video project is long overdue, but I hope that you have been able to learn a few things along the way. Thank you all for your continued support throughout this project. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'd love to hear from you. The next video is going to be a hot mess, as I try to troubleshoot a number of issues, remove all these red dots, and work on my cliffs. Yeah, prepare for the beach ball of death, and sweet, sweet victory. Till then, happy world building, and as always, blessings.